Namaskar, dear devotees and friends. This Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month of May, we will be reading from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, page English, the Gospel, page 807, and of course from the Bengali, it is 867. Now let us begin. Tavo kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi bhiriritam kalmashapaham sravana mangalam srimadatam bhubi gnyanti e bhurida janaha. Sri Ramakrishna, today we will discuss the importance of music in spiritual life. Because here we will find the Sri Ramakrishna, he is there enjoying and celebrating the car festival, Ratha Yatra. The Ratha Yatra, again in the month of June, there will be the Ratha Yatra on the 24th of June. All over the world, it will be all the devotees, they will be celebrating that, and particularly in Odisha, there will be the grand festival. At this Ratha Yatra, that signifies a unique conception that the human body is the chariot, and the soul, the Atman, that is the supreme. He is the God in that sitting. That is the many a times, different times we have discussed it. Now, this was the time when Sri Ramakrishna, he was attending that Ratha Yatra in the Balaram Babu's house. And we are reading that particular chapter, Car Festival at Balaram's house. Sri Ramakrishna is dancing and singing. That is very important. Why? Because the music, sometimes some people, they think that it is a disturbance. Sometimes some groups, they completely ban the music. But that is the unique way of expression. The love for God that comes out as a prayer, those words, when it goes out from that mind in a lyrical way and with the tune, that gives much more emotion and the spiritual upsurge in that particular mind. That is the reason we find in the Veda also. Of the four Vedas, the great four Vedas, Rig, Sama, Yaju, Atharva, the Sama Veda, that has the meters. And the Sama Veda, as because I don't know whether they were knowing it or not, the 7 tunes, Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, in the Eastern way they sing, the Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, this 7, maybe it was not there, they didn't discover that, they were not applying, but they were having Udatya, Anudatya. Udatya, the voice goes up. Anudatya, it goes down. Even today, almost like the 10,000 years after, when this our Vedic the schools in our headquarters, the Belur Math in India, they are having a Vedic school. They are the young boys, they are coming and learning the Veda. And they are the meters and the way they chant, that is and in UP and many other places I have seen, the schools, the children, they are learning the chanting, they call it. The stotra, they will be singing. And when they are singing, they raise their hand like this and then putting down, that means the voice going up, coming down, and sometimes straight. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu, like that it goes. Now, when you are chanting, when you are singing, when you are praying, those words and the meaning of those words, and that you are expressing through some tune. And that really gives a great strength in the mind. The rishis, a group of rishis, they used to do like that. And there are many occasions that we have found that in India, there's a school, almost many numbers, we can say, in almost in every provinces, every parts of India, the great soul, they came and they put that highest, the spiritual teachings in a very simple way. And there is a group of people, they are sadhana, they practice the spiritual austerity through music, like the Baul. There is another group, Aul, and there will be Aul, Baul, Darvesha. Darvesha is from the Sufi Muslim group. So they all will sing and they will dance and they will express their views. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he supported that also. And some uniqueness that we find in the life of Sri Ramakrishna, that whatever practices that was there and all he supported and practiced and gave a new life to that. And the last time we were reading, they were singing, "Behold, the two brothers have come who weep while chanting Hari's name." It was a Bengali kirtan. Then some of the songs that are there are different. The kirtana, you are giving you are praising the Lord, praising the God, and worshipping the Lord. So that is the devotional way they sing. So sometimes it will be Kali Kirtana. That those who are the worshippers of Kali, Mother Kali, Goddess Kali, they will sing the song of Goddess Kali that comes Kali Kirtana. They are praising the Lord, the Mother, like that way. And now here we find that the Kirtana means about the Krishna. Here we find they are mentioning about the Chaitanya and Gauranga. As the last week we discussed, they are dancing, and it says in Bengali, "Jader Hori bolte nayon jhare tara tara dubhai eshe chere." And the meter they will sing, the people start dancing with that unique music. And Jader Hari bolte nayon jhare tara tara dubhai eshe chere. In accompaniment with the musical instrument, it goes so beautifully. And now the mind goes into that particular thought, and you are imagining, and you forget the whole world or all other things goes away. The whole mind is concentrated on that particular, the image that you are seeing, the two holy people, the Gauranga and Nityananda, they are dancing, followed by hundreds of the devotees, and all they are merged individually, thinking about the Lord. And here the devotees of Gauranga are the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they are imagining the beautiful looking the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is dancing, and they forget the world, and that is called meditation. So meditation through music, meditation purifies our mind. How? Because we forget the world. Again and again, as I say, there are only two things, the God and God's creation. Now, if you go for the God's creation, which is imaginary, which is temporary, which actually binds people's mind, different attractions, and that comes from the ego. So that is the spiritual instruction, means you have to forget that. Where the mind will go? To God. So through the song, when we are singing and meditating, withdrawing the mind from the other objects and only imagining that I am in the company of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the great devotees, they are all singing, that is called the purification of the mind. The Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna supported that very much. And as because the Ratha Yatra, the chariot, that festival, it is connected with the Lord Vishnu. The Vishnu's avatars is the Krishna and Rama, and that way is all the devotion goes to that. So obviously it is the Vaishnava festival they consider, and the importance, it is a very important festival for the Vaishnavas, those who are the worshipper of Lord Vishnu. And again another song, Nadia tolo malo kare. In the Bengali it says, and it has been translated, see how all Nadia is shaking. Nadia is the place. And the devotee is thinking, look at it. The whole place is as if shaking because thousands of people are dancing over there. And when some place is shaking, oh my God, then that is a tsunami or that a earthquake. Not like that. It is out of devotion. All people are singing. So that is the expression, the unique way of expression, that the place goes away. All people all around that goes away. Only I see my Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu before me, and in a great joyful mood. The music and dancing went on in the veranda as the car was pulled to and fro. The veranda is not very long, so they are once they are going on moving, they will be moving from one round and again like that. So to and fro. A large crowd entered the house on hearing the loud music and the beating of the drums. This is the uniqueness in India. In Europe, America, it is not allowed. Some of the places, holy places are there, but without the members, no one allowed to enter. We cannot think of it. Wherever the God's name, the people are singing, the gods, taking the name of God is the temple, why I need an invitation to go over there? So naturally people they go. So that is the uniqueness in India. After living over here in the West for a long period of time, what I noticed about the God and spirituality and religion, the Hinduism particularly, they are always open for everyone, anyone coming to attend that, uninvited, all are welcome. Why? They are coming to God, they are coming to celebrate, to enjoy. This is a very unique feature of the Hindu society. They will never say no to anyone. Sometimes some people, narrow-minded people, they will be, no, you cannot come, you belong to other caste, other religion. That they very few. But in general, the Hinduism is very broad. Anyone, they can come and join in the celebration. So here, the Balaram Bose is a landlord. He was having the doorkeepers, the guards, armed guards. But still, other time people are not allowed. But today, they never cared about the restrictions or invitations. They all came in to join that. So Master Moshe is writing, a large crowd entered the house on hearing the loud music and the beating of the drums. Sri Ramakrishna was completely intoxicated with the divine love. We can imagine the Sri Ramakrishna who was talking, he was having fun with the devotees, and he was leg pulling his own disciple, that is Balaram Bose, and all those things were going on. Suddenly when then this came, Sri Ramakrishna, and that is the teacher. He showed everyone, you have to withdraw the mind from everything of this world, and immediately you have to give it to God. And that is called Jivana Mukta. Shankaracharya, he said that Jivana Mukta, free while leaving. Sri Ramakrishna is the unique example of Jivana Mukta. He was leaving, he was talking, he was just like us, any one of us. Then suddenly he was completely different. We cannot fathom his mind. Where the mind has gone. And he was thinking of God, he forgot the whole world. Is it possible for people to forget the world, his own body? That's called intoxicated. There's sometimes some people, they will be drinking the wine and become intoxicated. They forget their body. That is the effect of the drug. That is completely different. But here, it is because of the love for God. The mind is withdrawn from the sense objects, 5 sense objects. And that coming back to the mind, and where the mind is going? To the consciousness. And this consciousness is nothing but joy, nothing but love. As we always, every time, we mention how to prove the consciousness when we go to the third stage. Jagrat, when awakening stage, Swapna, when the dream stage, and Susupti. The Susupti is the not awaking, not physically there, but at the same time is a state of joy, though ignorant. Because we come back again as the same old ignorant person. But when we come back without the dream state, everyone, every day we enjoy that, and everyone says, oh, what great relief, my mind is now calm. It's a joyful experience, and that proves the Chetana, the consciousness, is nothing but joy. That is why it says, from the consciousness everything has come. And as because the consciousness is the Ananda in Sanskrit, is the bliss, it is the joy, it is the happiness. They say, Anandya eva khalu imani bhutani jayante. From the joy only, from the happiness only, all these beings have come. And that is the reason each and every one of us, we are only running after the Ananda, running after the joy, running after the happiness. Most of the time by mistake, when the body and mind is changing, the teenage group and then the young people, they think that a physical joy, physical comfort and sexual joy is the joy. No. And after all these experiences, they will say, oh no, we made a mistake. Where is the joy? It is in the consciousness. It is not in the body. It cannot be. Not in the mind even. Mind cannot give. It is in the consciousness. But when you withdraw the mind from the sense objects, then it becomes purified. And when it is purified, then it goes to the God, the joy, the source of joy. Again, as Jesus said, I always quote, the blessed are those who are pure in heart. What is this purity? The purity means withdrawing the mind from the sense objects. That is purity. And it is possible when we are consciously trying in that way. Unconsciously, after the dream stage, we go there. But when we consciously go over there, that's called meditation. So Sri Ramakrishna, he is meditating while dancing. So meditation through music, meditation through dances. So Sri Ramakrishna is dancing in intoxicated with divine love. Master Mahashaya, he has used this word intoxicated. Otherwise, there is no other word to express. As a drunkard, he will be behaving, forgetting his social status, because his body and mind is not lost the connection. Here is a holy man. His mind is somewhere we cannot fathom, we cannot understand, and his body, though it is dancing, but at the same time no consciousness in that way. He is not aware about that. So Master Moshe used this word. The devotees felt it's the contagion and the dance with the Master in an ecstasy of love. So they were all dancing. Afterwards, Ramakrishna returned to the drawing room. Aim and other devotees stroked his feet. Filled with divine fervor, Narendra sang to the accompaniment of the tanpura. Tanpura is a musical instrument. If you go to our Ganges retreat center, the Swamis, previous Swamis, they collected all these Indian different musical instruments, and they kept it in our one corner as a beautiful place. They have kept it as a museum. So because they were all Americans, so they wanted to be acquainted with the Indian, these musical instruments also. There is tabla is there, harmonium is there, and tanpura is also there. So this tanpura is a sort of a musical instrument. It is just giving the bass and support, not like the harmonium or the tabla, but the string only goes and giving a background support in the music. And Narendra was very trained singer. So he was singing, "Come, come, O Mother, doll up my soul, my heart's delight. In my heart's lotus come and sit, that I may see thy face. Esho ma, O Hridayo Rama, Parana putoli go." Putoli means the doll. Parana is the soul. Parana is the soul. Paran is in a village actually. They use the word, and the good Bengali they will say prana, like the Sanskrit. But in a colloquial they will say Parana. Prana, Parana. So this Parana Putali means a doll. You are the doll of my soul. So they is thinking in that way. Hridaya Ashane Hauma Asina. You come and sit in the seat of my heart. So is it not the puja at the time of worship? The worshipper, he is inviting the god or goddess whom he is worshipping to come and sit in his heart. Yahagaccha, yahagaccha, yatishta, yatishta, yasannidehi, yasannidehi. Like that he will be going on requesting the God to come and sit over here so that I can worship you. At the time of the worship that we do, external worship, so this is the uniqueness, again I will say, as because we are not very much careful about these particular mantras. We see from distance and we see all the external thing that they are doing, but when we listen to the mantras, the holy words, the mystical words they say, uttering, what are those? The very subtle way manifesting its own divinity. He is asking the Lord to manifest within the heart through the song. And the same way when the Hindus are worshipping an external image, oh image worshipper, the people will be criticizing, not understanding actually they are not worshipping the image. Image has been kept only for the support, for concentration. I love the Durga, I love Goddess Kali, I love Ganesha, I love Lord Shiva, I love Krishna, I love Rama. So that image is kept in front, that much. And then I am calling my own soul, my own consciousness, which is all pervading, and the consciousness which is present in that image also. It may be a stone image or whatever, but consciousness is present over there also. Without consciousness, nothing is there. So I and my Lord become unique, one, united. So this unification that we do, that is way we thought, and that becomes meditation. So devotees, they are meditating in this way, they are inviting, and through the song also they are doing, come, come, O Mother, come and sit within the lotus of my heart. You are my own soul. So that is the way meditation through music. The meditation that helps in spiritual development. That's why you will find, I am not criticizing anyone, it is just, if you notice, even in the ordinary devotees of the Hindus, those who are following, not very aware of all this, but when they are singing and the little meditation that they are doing with those words, they really develop in spiritual life. The spiritual life, that is why is very attractive for the Hindus. They cannot live without that. Sometimes they do not understand, sometimes they cannot express properly, but knowingly, unknowingly, this is the main cause. We are going back to our own source. Sometimes we are helping people, praying for the people, and that's called karma yoga. Then sometimes they will be analyzing the things, jnana yoga. Sometimes they will be sitting still and withdrawing their mind from the sense objects, dhyana yoga. And sometimes they will be worshipping, they will be singing, they will be crying, they will be praying. That is called bhakti yoga. In the bhakti yoga also meditation. Bhakti yoga also jnana, the knowledge is present. And bhakti yoga is full of karma, because I am working for the Lord. So Sri Ramakrishna here, in taking that opportunity in that car festival, he was teaching that religion, that process to reach God to the devotees who just came out of the attraction of the music and drama. Suppose there was no music, suppose there was no drum beating, suppose there was no singing or dancing, suppose there was no festivity, do you think all people would have come over there? No. And they would have lost the teachings that Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna wanted to give to them. Not only that, if you are in the presence of a holy person, whether you understand it or not, accept it or not, the influence of the holy person purify your mind. That is why they say a holy person is a living, the pure place, tirtha. The tirtha, the holy place. Because the mind is holy, and the holy person carrying that holy mind, holy thought, he is a moving tirtha. So this is the way all the time. Hinduism, they all the time uses this. And they say you must go and visit a holy person. Why? Because his very presence will purify your mind. Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. In the Narada, in the Bhagavata it is there. You must come because you are a holy person and your presence will purify our place. So they invite the holy people to their homes. And the holy person will go, internally he will pray, internally he will take the name of Lord, his mind is pure, and that is also making anyone coming and touching and bowing and greeting him, getting that benefit of spirituality. So that is the way it goes. And again they are singing, and that is a very famous song. This is the first song about Ma Kali. Narendra learned from Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna himself. He was not accepting the goddess Kali because in those days some people, they were criticizing goddess Kali. Still now some people don't understand the meaning of that image. In Hinduism, obviously these are all symbolic, and goddess Kali's symbol is so complicated. Most of the people, they don't understand it. They misunderstand it, misinterpret it. Even today, nowadays also, the so-called educated people, literate people, but they don't understand that. The Mother Kali, Narendra was also influenced by those people. They refused to go to the temple of Mother Kali, thinking that this is not should not be how a goddess cutting the head of the people, her own creation, and is so ruthless that keeping those heads as a count, how many people she has killed, and she is putting on those heads, the skulls, as a garland. No. That is a completely wrong conception. The Sri Ramakrishna, he started worshipping goddess Kali to prove that is the symbol of knowledge. But we have already discussed many a times about the symbolism of the goddess Kali, Durga. Maybe some other time we can. But this is the symbolism when we find that this goddess Kali. Now, Naren, he accepted that. And he was in such a situation, he had to go to pray to the mother. And when he went over there, he didn't see that stone image. He saw the living goddess everywhere, all pervading. And seeing that with his own eyes, not once, but thrice, consecutively, again and again and again, he went over there and he saw that, and he was so much impressed, full of joy, and tremendous joy, the happiness. How to express? The people will be shouting, they will be dancing. The Narendra came running to his guru, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, and he prayed, "Will you please teach me a song that I can sing to express my joy of my realization today?" What was the realization? The Mother Kali. And what the song? Sri Ramakrishna taught his disciple Narendra. Very happily he taught. Why? The Naren has accepted a main part of the spirituality, that is the power of God. The God has power, and with that power he is doing everything. And that power has been given a motherly form, a lady form. That is Mother Kali. It is not male or female. It is only given the mother form because the creation. She is creating, sustaining, because she is helping to sustain. So that the motherly way. So this is Sri Ramakrishna taught to Narendra. And what was that? That was Ma Tvam Hitara Tumi Triguna Dhara Parat Para. I don't know what tune Sri Ramakrishna taught to Swamiji, but traditionally in the Ramakrishna mission, we learn, we sing again and again, so some of us we can learn. Those who have that musical concept, they learn it. Of course, nowadays it has become so complicated even to sing those songs, The one gentleman, he was singing a song, and then immediately when it was there in the YouTube, immediately we got a notice. Oh, this song, particularly this tune, somebody has already, they call it registered or something like that. Oh, you cannot use this tune. What is it? The popular song. It is not who composed it. Someone just said that, oh, this is blocked for me and no one can use it, and if it will be a violation, he must have to take permission from me. Are you the composer? You are not. This is a traditional song from long back, it is coming. So Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna teaching this song to his disciple, Narendra, then obviously, so I am afraid to use the tune, nowadays. So the copyright violation, that is I don't know, it's a modern society. It is good, and at the same time it is so complicated, and slowly it is taking out whatever the good thing from the life. And it sings in this way, Ma Tvam Hi Tara. Mother, you are the soul redeemer. You are the support of three gunas. You are the support of three gunas. What are the gunas? Sattva, Raja and Tama. These are the three gunas. Good is a sattva, mixture of good and bad, Raja, and bad only, Tama. Look at the whole society. These three only the qualities manifesting in different way. There's sometimes some people are really good. So we say, oh, he's a very holy person, he's a good person. And sometimes some people are very bad, oh, the devilish person. And sometimes mixture of good and bad. If it is 50-50, we are happy. It is a normal person. So that way, see, this is called Hinduism. They will be analyzing everything. And what is the source? It is again the mother. Why the mother? Because it is the nature. What is the nature? The power of God. So the power of God, how it is working through these three gunas. Three qualities only, very simple. Only these three qualities. And if we understand these three qualities, and we are aware that we should not be practicing the last one, the tama, anger and the pride and jealousy, all these things are tama. In the Bhagavad Gita, they have given the complete list. Bhagavan Sri Krishna has given the complete list. What are the sattva and what are the tama? Complete list is there. Those who are sincere about the spiritual life, without loitering here, there, reading all sorts of philosophy and then jungling up their mind, be specific. So what we should do, you have to develop the good qualities, values in your life. What are those values? Go to the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, 26 good qualities, values are there. That's all. Only 26. The moment you can practice that, and how you will practice, you are just aware. That much. Oh, I am not going to do any harm to anyone. Adveshta sarva bhutanam. So all beings, not only my family only, or my relatives only, or my clan and community only, my country people only, no. Everyone. That is the first step. That means you have to be broad-minded. Otherwise, you are practicing religion, but there is a very small part of it. You like to realize God, you like to go to the supreme joy, the source of joy, you have to practice this. You have to be broad-minded. Otherwise, no chance. You can complain, you can criticize religion, but religion is a just perfect science. If you like to be a doctor in medicine, you have to study medicinal books. After reading some poems and some stories, you cannot claim that I am a medical person. No. Engineering, you have to understand those measurements and all those calculations. Otherwise, you cannot claim like that way. So similarly, to become spiritual, you have to develop those qualities within your life. This is simple. Why to criticize only? That's, oh, we don't believe in religion, religion is this, that. It shows the foolishness. The religion is just like any other science. It has some method. And in that method, if you are practicing sincerely, you will get that effect. As because it is not external, it is an internal transformation, as because there is no chances for the others to help you. You have to help yourself, so the progress is very slow. And after some time, there will be some objections will be there. There will be some problems will be there. Ego will manifest. You have to understand immediately. You have to uproot the ego. Who is feeling the ego? You. Who is uprooting the ego? You. So that is called spirituality, and that is called sadhana. Not the doctor can do the operation and take out the extra growth from your body. No doctor can do that. No guru even can help you. They can only say this is the path you have to go, and you have to go. So that is why the spiritual life is just as simple as anything if we understand it. And what is the result of the spiritual life? Joy. But people will make it complicated. They will the dress, the manners, the food habit, and all those things they jumble up. Oh, he is eating this. Oh, he is not a religious man. Oh, he is drinking this. He is not a... All these things they will be just superimposing. It has nothing to do with that. Whatever, you have to be always conscious about this. And then you are a supreme soul. So it says in this way, Ma Tvam Hitara. Triguna Tumi Triguno Dhara Parat Para. Thou art the support of the three gunas. Higher than the Most High, thou art compassionate, I know, who takest away our bitter grief. Ami jani go, O Deen Dayamai, Tumi Durga Mete Dukho Hara. The translation they have done as best as possible in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna by Swami Nikhilananda ji. So, as best as possible, because these are the songs, so obviously English translation may not go exactly those words. And every language has its uniqueness, so Bengali has that uniqueness. So they are singing to the goddess Kali. I know that you are compassionate, and at the same time you take away all our problems and solve all our problems, all our bitterness, suffering. And you are the person who will do that. We will be happy. Ma Tvam Hitara. And lastly it goes, where you live. You are in the water, you are in the earth, you are in the root of all. Tumi jale, tumi sthale, tumi adya mule goma. Tumi jale, tumi sthale, tumi adya mule goma. You are the root. Is it not Vedanta? This is Vedanta. And this is the gist of all religions. Religions are different. Spirituality only one. Religions like the different schools. The Harvard School, Cambridge and these and that. So many different colleges, schools, universities. Teachers are different there. Language different there. Atmospheres are different. But at the same time, when you become graduate from there in any subject, from any part of the world, whoever may be your teacher, whatever may be your school, whatever situation you were there as a student, it doesn't matter at all. You are an educated person. You are master in that particular subject. And that is called spirituality. So religions are different. There's Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism, Taoism, Hinduism, all these are there. These are all schools. But when they come through their schools and really pass, how you will understand that he is truly a graduate? When love and unselfishness will manifest in that person. After practicing religion, if someone is angry, someone is abusive, someone is narrow-minded, is a critic, well, I don't understand how the religion can work in that way. It is not. There are some mistakes are there. Some rectifications is necessary. So those who are following should be aware of it. So if I am becoming really a critic, criticizing others, cannot appreciate others, then it is natural, then why should I have to practice religion? It is normal in every life. Why should I have to practice to become a critic, an angry person? And not only that, they become so egoistic that they think there is the best, and they are ready to kill others, fight with others. Is this religion? So we have to ask ourselves, are we truly traveling in the right path? Because the result is completely different. Result is showing completely different. If after practicing the reading, the medicine, if I cannot understand what is the trouble, is a problem of a patient, if I cannot prescribe a particular medicine which will help that particular patient, then I have to sit and think that have I studied properly or there was some mistake. I am not a medicine doctor. Something wrong in this. So the religions may be different. Spirituality is one, and that is love and unselfishness, whom we may call as Jehovah, Allah, God, Buddha, Bhagavan, Ishvara, Parameshwara, and sometimes the Hindus will say Brahman. So this way if we understand, Tumi jale, tumi sthale, tumi addo mule go ma. The God is everywhere. How can I criticize? How can I hurt? If I really understand religion, if I am really pursuing religion, if I am truly imbibing the true teachings of religion, I only become a lover of humanity. It's a lover of humanity. For that particular person, there is no mine and thine, no. This is how Sri Ramakrishna was singing. He sang another song, our Narendranath was singing, Sri Ramakrishna was very happy. He sang another song, I have made thee, O Lord, the polar star of my life. How the song develops, helps us to move into spiritual life. When a person is singing to God, I have made you the polar star. Tomarei koriyachi jibone dhrubotara, e samudre ar kobu habonako patohara. And no more shall I lose my way on the world's trackless sea. Uncharted sea, trackless sea. And I am not going to lose, because I know that you are the Dhruvatara. You know that I don't know how many of you were having the experience in the ocean. When the ship sails inside the ocean, and there is no sign of land anywhere. The only thing that they always mark is the sunrise and sunset. Oh, this is the east and this is the west. And this way I should have to go. And in the night, that is the star. And it's very close to the moon. So they will be keeping that as their target and they will go. They call it the pole star. Pole star is a Dhruva Tara. In Bengali they say Dhruva. Dhruva was a great devotee. And Hindus, they believe all those stars, they think in that way. They are giving the light. That means they are trying to show us the path, giving us the light. In exchange, they don't want anything. They must be holy people. What is the characteristics of a holy person? They only give love, happiness, and proper guidance to the people, and in exchange they don't want anything. That is the holy people. Sometimes we mistake a holy person who is utilizing religion for their own selfish benefit. Now, one should be very, very careful. That is the reason. Now, there will be people like that. They will be using your ignorance, your emotion, your foolishness, your wrong concept. They will be utilizing for their own benefit. But why should you allow them? It is your duty not to do that. And that is why you have to again and again understand why this gospel is a Panchama Veda. You see, we are not even reading the full page, and so much to learn, full of knowledge and clear understanding. Tomarei koriyachi jibone dhruvotara. O Lord, I have made Thee the polar star of my life. And since I know You are my polar star, and whatever You have instructed me, asked me to do, love thy neighbor as thyself, love thy oppressor as thyself, love thy oppressors. So can you imagine how broad-minded one should be to follow that? And this is the way one should proceed. No more shall I lose my way on the world's trackless sea. A devotee said to Narendra, will you sing that one, O Mother, thou my inner guide, ever awake within my heart, antare jagicho goma. Another song on God, Mother Kali. Now Sri Ramakrishna said, oh no, why that song now? The proper thing now is to sing of divine bliss. A song like O Mother Shyama, full of the waves of drunkenness divine. So one should choose properly, because people are singing and dancing in a very ecstatic mood. And suddenly if you sing the song of a meditation, the mood will break. Meditation, when he was mentioning, O Mother, thou my inner guide, ever awake within my heart, antare jagicho goma. You are awake within my heart. That means you have to close, you have to calm, you have to sit there, and you have to meditate. This is a song for meditation, because all the suggestions are coming up for the meditation. But here the people are singing, dancing, enjoying. Sri Ramakrishna, then he is, no, you have to sing this, O Mother Shyama, full of the waves of drunkenness divine. Who knows how thou doest sport in the world? So he is singing in that way. Full of divine ecstasy, Narendra sang again and again the lines. And not only that, Narendra, about whom Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna will be giving his opinion, he was a Gyani. He followed the path of knowledge, but he is crying. His tears, his eyes are full of tears rolling down, and thou dancest in the lotus of the heart, O Mother, eternal concert of Brahman. Purna Brahma Sanatani. The mother is the duality, it is the Lord Goddess Kali, but at the same time she is Purna Brahma Sanatani. She herself is the Purna Brahma, the full consciousness, and eternal. No one created. She is the eternal. So that Kobhu Kamale Kamale Thakoma Purna Brahma Sanatani. You are residing in every heart. What the Vedanta says, each soul is potentially divine. Each and every soul is potentially divine, potentially. And what is the divinity? What is the purity? It's love, and love for all beings. It is already there, the love is already there, but that is in a small way manifested. I love my kith and kin, I love my family, I love my community. That is that much. No, that love should embrace the whole universe. Then only you are spiritual. So religion may be different. As a religious person, you can say, the path is the best one because I think that way. That is okay. Unless you are disturbing others, criticizing others, that is okay. For you to follow your own path and be sincere, love your own path, no problem. But when you truly realize, then you should be a completely different personality, and your love is not for small community, a small group of people. That is going out and embracing the whole world, and that is called spirituality. And Narendra, he is singing that, imagining that his heart is expanding, and he is thinking that he is embracing the whole universe. And that is why the Hindus, they said, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Even the Hindus should understand all this. This is very, very essential, that Vasudha Eva Kutumbakam, this whole universe that we see, all beings, whoever, and they are my relatives. Kutumba. Kutumba means relatives. They are close to me. So that is the way that religion can be practiced through music. And Sri Ramakrishna supported it. And lastly, after dancing a long time, Sri Ramakrishna resumed his seat. He was very much pleased to see Narendra in a spiritual mood, singing with tears in his eyes. Friends, we should conclude here. What is the spiritual mood? Singing the bhajan is not doing worship. He is not helping others or practicing karma yoga. He is not analyzing the thing. He is not meditating. He is singing. But his mind has been withdrawn from the all five sense objects. And that is why the tears are coming down. It is the tears of love for God. And that is purity. That is spirituality. The Sri Ramakrishna noticed it, and he is very happy. Sri Ramakrishna, the God himself, when he sees that his devotees are on the right track, on the right path, they are practicing genuinely, that God is very happy in that. Thank you, friends. From next day, again, we will start from here. Yeah.
So the first question is from Kamal Chaudhary. He is asking, can you please mention the page number, chapter for the lecture?
Okay. In the beginning I said, this is the car festival at Balaram's house. We are reading, that is the big chapter, and page number is 808, 808. English, page number 808, and English book, this is 42 chapter, 42. Car festival at Balaram's house, and the date is Monday, July 13, 1885. Thank you.
Bobby Malone is asking, is there an English translation of the opening prayer?
Opening prayer, of course, Bobby, it is there. And actually, next time, if you like, we can send it to you. The English, it is there, and at the same time, closing prayer, it is there. Meaning is also there. I can send it to you.
The user PM is asking, how do we differentiate emotional feelings versus feelings of devotion while listening to devotional songs?
Yes, in the beginning, the emotional feeling is also good, but you have to understand that you are not getting attached to the worldly things. Suppose sometimes when people are singing the songs of the Krishna, the baby Krishna, that he is running and the mother chasing the little boy, and that song is going on, and all people, when closing their eyes, visualizing that divine play. Now suppose you also close your eyes and visualize your grandchild, that's nothing wrong, but the effect won't be as spiritual as the people are thinking about the Krishna. Why? Because your mind is going to an object of the worldly thing, which is temporary. Your joy will be there, but temporary. But if the mind is withdrawn and given to the imagination of the Lord Krishna, who is a little baby and playing with the mother, so obviously your mind is detached from the worldly things all around you, and that gives a purity in the mind because it is God, and you get permanent joy in that. That is the difference. Thank you.
Shrima Vishwas is asking, how and why is music related with spirituality?
Oh, Shima, the whole lecture was on that. I think you can please go through and listen to it. And this is the spirituality means understanding the truth. And what is the truth? That it is the consciousness which is everything. That from the consciousness which is called, the consciousness is called by different people and different names and different terminologies. Sometimes they will be calling at Brahman and Atman, Paramatman, Ishvara, Bhagavan, then other names are also there. So that way it is the spirituality to reach over there. How I will understand that I have reached to the spirituality? The good qualities will manifest in your character. What are the good qualities? The 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, first 3 mantras, first 3 verses, first, second, third. And if you study that, read that, 28 good qualities. So, when through music your mind goes to those qualities, develop those qualities, the narrowness goes away, ignorance goes away, egoism goes away, you become spiritual. So, by that way, the song, the music also helps us to practice spirituality.
Shumen Das is asking, while practicing spirituality, I feel happy and praise the Lord. But when I face any obstacle, I start grumbling and criticizing Lord. Is there a way to overcome this situation?
This is normal, you know. This is normal, but as because we are very ordinary people, then slowly, the more we will gather the experience, the more we will become mature, and these little obstacles will go away. Now look at us, we are grown-up people. Now when we were children, how you used to behave, how you used to think. Now are we thinking in that way? Sometimes something, a little thing, and then we used to fight and cry and complain to the guardians that he is taking my doll, he is taking my ball, and he is taking my cricket bat, and all this, so many things in the childhood days we used to do. Now we know that it is nothing important, isn't it? Our experience. Similarly, in the spiritual life also, it doesn't come with the age. So I am now 60 years, I am highly spiritual. No, nothing like that. Spirituality is pure understanding, clear understanding. So if you understand that futility of these worldly things, the grumbling will go away. Practice that. Thank you.
Shumen Das is also asking, can you explain the song Khandano Bhava Bandhano sometime, please? meaning?
Of course, we can try Khandanabhava Vandana, the song. Maybe that, you know that every Saturday from 4 to 5, Chicago time, Central Time, so we have the program in the Home of Harmony, where we always, that whole premises is dedicated for the harmony of religions, that's practiced by Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, propagated by Swami Vivekananda. So we follow that Home of Harmony. Maybe I will be giving a talk on again on this particular subject, the meditation through music. I can use this song. Thank you.
Devjani Dhar is asking, how is listening of a spiritual song is different than singing the same in the mind? How is listening?
Oh, listening and no. The both. When you are listening and you are thinking, and when you are thinking, the meaning of those words are revealing. That's why it is very, very important to understand the language. You know, every religion, every culture, they have their music and their songs, and there are many rap songs, this song, that gives joy, stimulate in the body. Stimulation comes, and the young people, they will really appreciate the rap thing and all that. But it is not helping you to develop the spirituality. Now again, let me repeat, spirituality means disassociating your mind, attachment from the worldly objects. There are 5 objects: Rupa, Rasa, Shabda, Sparsha and Gandha. These are the 5 objects are there. That is, the Rupa means the form, Rasa the taste, Shabda the sound, the Gandha the smell, and the touch. That way, if you are withdrawing the mind and your mind is going along with the meaning of those words, is it not spirituality? Disassociation of the worldly things is spirituality. So that music helps us to do that.
But as to that earlier question, Sima Vishwas is saying, what is the Indian time for the Home of Harmony talk? 4 o'clock. It's 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, this is in the morning. That is too early, 2:30. That what you can do, you can go to our website and you will find those links will be there. So friends, thank you for your real curiosity and good questions. I always appreciate. And may the blessings of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharada Devi and Swami Vivekananda be on all of us. And this very human life, let us enjoy the blessings of the spirituality. Let us give away all these worldly things and become spiritual. So let us pray to the Supreme Lord. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampa dhrita vigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa namama. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpana Mastu.